What's up, peeps? What's up? All right. Oh, I forgot to do this. Oh well. Do this another time. Maybe the next time I tomorrow or something before I stream, maybe I'll do it. All right. So first off, I'm actually going to do a quick tutorial to start this off today. I'm going to do a quick tutorial here today. Let's see. Kind of quickly go over a bunch of things because I feel like this is something a lot of people are going to have problems with, so I might as well help people out so they understand this. Good morning, Hardman. Good morning. Okay, so I'm going to be inactive in chat for a second because I'm going to go through a really quick tutorial on what I had found out from yesterday. Hello, Andrew Sluffinger. Here, made another Twitch account, thinking of maybe starting to stream. Nice, dude. Do it up, man. Do it up. Okay, so Maya LT, ZBrush, and Substance Painter workflow. Okay, so obviously, the first thing you're gonna do, hold on, is you're going to be modeling your axe. You're building the base shape, right? So this is the base shape. Obviously, you're gonna need your reference folder. So you're gonna go in, you're gonna model, you're gonna do your sub Ds and do all that stuff, right? Get the base shape in, get all the big details in, and then you're gonna throw that into ZBrush, right? So in ZBrush, this is what's gonna look like. You're gonna go in, export it out to ZBrush. Nothing fancy, right? You just export it out as an OBJ. So for me, what I did was I exported everything out as an OBJ. Okay, I labeled everything as low, and then I exported it over to ZBrush. So all you have to do there is you just gotta import, and you just import all your low into here, and then from there you sculpt, right? You sculpt, and then eventually once you're done your sculpt and you put in all the details that you want, you rename everything to high. Now this is where the problem was yesterday. The problem yesterday was that I had gone in, I used this Z plugin, I exported this, and I called it done. I was like, alright, this is finished. I'm going to use this for Substance Painter. It doesn't work that way. Okay, whatever this exporter does, Substance Painter hates it. Okay, so that's where the problem went. So what I did, so to fix that, what I did was I did export it out as FBX, and then I threw it into Maya, back into Maya LT. Now the problem with that, without decimating it, you're going to go over your poly limit for Maya LT, which means that you can't export out your high poly. So to circumvent that, what I did was I went in and I had decimated it to the poly count that I know Maya is going to be okay with, right? So Maya's max poly count is 250,000 polys or triangles. I can't remember if it's triangles or polys. I have a feeling it's polys. Okay, so if you look up here, so I was dumb and I looked here and I was like, okay, 224,000, perfect, right? But really what I should be looking at is this poly count up here, 447,000, right? So that's way over. I didn't look at that. I was dumb and I looked at this one. So I exported it to Maya, and then this is what I got, right? So when you export it into Maya, you want to make sure that everything lines up properly, right? So that's the first thing. So it lined up properly, and then you would start your retopo, right? I guess I totally skipped that stage. You bring in your high poly, you retopo it, right? And then you make your new low poly. Okay, so that's this. Okay, And here's the 447,000, right? So when I noticed this, I was like, oh crap, I screwed up, right? This is again too large. I can't export this out as one object. So what I did was so individually, they're like, this is the highest poly one, 44,000. So I was like, all right, I can export these. Whoa, this one, sorry, axe head is 181,000. So each individually, I exported it out as individual pieces, which is then fine, right? Because again, only 250,000 triangles are allowed. Okay, so once I did that, what the hell just happened? Okay, so once I did that, I gotta really do this. Then, okay, well this is already done, but once I finish that, I go into my baking settings, right? And then I added all of my high polys into here. By mesh name, changed to by mesh name, made sure the underscore high underscore low is correct, set my common parameters, and I just click baked, and then it finally worked. Alright, so that's a quick tutorial, quick rundown of the workflow if you're using Maya LT, sculpting in ZBrush, and then you're planning to bake in Substance Painter. Alright, so hopefully that tutorial is helpful. If you do, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, this is recorded live on Twitch, so please check me out on twitch.tv slash Dallas_Doan. Alright, there you go. So I'm going to highlight that, I'm going to clip that, and I'm going to throw that onto YouTube. You guys got to see it live. And let's turn on the music. And let me make a note to make sure that I actually do clip that and I don't forget. Yeah, I think that it's pretty, like, I can't believe I trusted ZBrush's exporter. Like I never had, but I had read that they had fixed a lot of the problems, and I believed it because when I threw it into Maya, it looks completely fine. Right? When I brought it into Maya, everything looks good. I was like, everything looks great. Everything lines up properly, no scaling problems. But I guess Substance Painter prefers you to make sure that wherever you're exporting your low, you're also exporting your high in the same program so that everything literally matches, right? So I get it. And it's just a good learning experience for me, right? So, all right, so let's get into some painting, some substance painting here. Well, I totally forgot my water. BRB. I'm gonna get my water. Totally, dude. It totally is about the learning, right? Totally is about the learning. It's just, I hate, like, if I was troubleshooting for 15-20 minutes, I mean, even that really sucks. If I was troubleshooting for 10 minutes, I'm okay with that on stream. But troubleshooting for an hour and whatever, it's just not cool, man. It's just not cool. All right, so let's see here. So first and foremost, throwing in some base throwing in some base textures is going to be huge here. Okay. So let's quickly get a few smart materials in here to help us quickly get where we want to be. Okay, so let's see what we have. Let's see if we have anything cool here. It looks like I might want to do some emissives and stuff like that as well. So I might have to actually add in an emissive. So let's quickly take a look at my texture sets. Let's go and add in an emissive channel here, just because we might want to do a cool emissive channel. So first, it's good to see though, as it means we learn together. Yep, that's true, man. That's good. That's true. I'm just hoping that I don't have to go through that again in the future in front of you guys, so you guys don't have to worry about seeing all of that jibber jabber. Okay, so let's start off with the wood. Again, this is more of a stylized texture, right? So using a lot of this is probably not gonna help me very much. So let's just start by adding in a fill layer here. I'm gonna remove this black, and we're going to for now let's focus on the big pieces, right? So let's focus on this. Oh man, an ID mask here would have been handy now when I think about it, just because I retopoed everything. This is probably would have been handy actually, now when I think about it. Now I'm gonna have to go in and paint everything. Now I can see why in ZBrush people like doing ID mask. Yeah, I can see why now. I wonder how difficult it would be. No, forget it. I'm just gonna hand paint everything. It's fine. Next project, that's what I'll do. I'll create an ID mask in ZBrush. Like I'll do the poly groups and stuff like that, and I'll show that. I'm still learning that, so I really don't want to do that today. Alright, so let's focus on this. Let's pick this base color here, and let's add a black mask. Let's call this the axe head. Axe head stone maybe, and then we'll just the black mask. Just going in and let's paint this bad boy. Yeah, exactly. I typically don't use ID masks, but I'm starting to realize why a lot of people are using it now that I'm going through this whole retopo high poly thing a little bit more. I'm like, ooh, that would have been really handy here. Okay, so this is looking like I can probably do something like this. Yeah, see, like where the ID mask would have been handy here is this gem that's inside this. That's inside this little border. That would have been really handy for it to have known that that's a gem, right? So it didn't have to go through that, but it's okay. So now I have to go in and actually hand paint this out, which is going to be a pain in the butt. Oh boy. Do I really want to learn this today? Okay. No, you know what? No. Let's not. I will practice this off stream. Hold on, I just accidentally loaded my ZBrush, so I'm just gonna close it down. I'll practice that off stream. If I find that it's useful, then I'll show it on stream another day, or I'll make a tutorial video on it quickly. Okay, so that's the head here. I'll go in and I'll paint out that the next time. Actually, let's do that right now. So I need to go in and paint this. Actually, hold on. If I go here, no. Yeah, I'd have to go in and paint this. So let's go. Because this is what I'm gonna literally have to do. I'm gonna have to go in and actually go in and paint this, which is gonna be a little bit tedious. Where if I had an ID mask, it's like, bam, it's done, right? Normally split out my materials in Maya so it's all got its own thing, if that makes sense. No, that doesn't really make sense. Well, if you want to keep everything as its own thing, yeah. Well, with an asset like this, I'm trying to keep it in as one texture, right? So okay, yeah, so this is a pain in the butt, so I'm just going to leave this for now. What I should be doing is I'm going to build a folder. I'm going to take this mask, I'm going to paste this mask. So that this way I can just remove this mask here. And then I put this into here. I'm just gonna call axe head. I'm just gonna call this base, like that. And then let's try and create another folder here. We're gonna call this octopus. Octopus skin. So here. Again, we're just gonna lay in the base here. Add black mass. And again, this is gonna be this is the octopus skin. So let's try and grab a color like that. And then let's paint inside that mask. And again, this is just a little quick just getting the base textures in. Okay, cool. Let's quickly save this before the things blow up. And then we have the rope. Let's create a new thing here. Let's go rope. Add black mass, add paint. Add another fill, throw it into here. Again, I'm calling all this stuff base because that's the very bottom layer of the material. And then just grabbing colors from the reference. I know you guys can't see this, but I'm grabbing colors from the reference. That does not look correct. Let's go for something like that. And then let's paint in now. I think that this is going to be really hard to kind of differentiate each other. I mean, once we get the gem in, then I think it should be fine. gem, add paint. Just same thing. The setup is always the same, and it's not the funnest thing to set up, but gotta do it. So it's the gem. And let's go for something to be like that. Paint. I found I had to change my environment to Studio 3 to get the real color. Studio 3. Oh, I see. I don't even know what my environment is right now, to be honest with you. Okay, and then we're gonna go for the handle. So this is gonna be the wood handle. And obviously the leather would have been nice if I had the ID mask, but it's okay. Again, a good lesson learned to why it is so handy to have that handle, wood handle. We'll just call this handle for now. Add black mass, add a little paint layer here, add layer, oh, you need a fill layer. Put that into here. I'm trying to think here. Uh-oh. What's going on? My middle mouse click was not working. That was weird. Okay. Uh-oh. Don't tell me I need to buy new mice already. Okay. Okay, sorry, that was a weird glitch. Let's go with this wood here. Paint, and let's, wow, yeah, this middle mouse click is, okay, wow, okay, hold on, this middle mouse click is really, the wheel mouse is fine. The panning is not really good though. Okay, I might need to restart my Substance Painter. Something's going on. Or I can just use my tablet. Yeah, oh yeah, it's definitely my mice. Uh-oh. Alright, well, looks like I'm gonna have to buy new mice soon. That's great. My mouse click in the middle is acting up. It's inconsistent. I've had this mice for a very long time, so it's probably time for me to get new mice anyways. Yeah, no, it's no good. Okay, so again, obviously this would have helped to have had an ID mask, but I guess, man, like if I'm sculpting this, like it's gonna be really hard for me to do that anyways. I'm gonna have to go in and make sure that I make really nice ID masks anyways for these. I'm thinking that the teeth at the top Okay, so let's do another one here. So let's add black mask. Let's go for a paint here. Fill layer, throw this into that. Whoa, that is that really the color? Hold on here. It could be. I mean, again, I have a really I don't have the greatest second monitor, but okay, we're gonna go with that for now. That's the beauty of Substance Painter, right? Is how easily you can adjust stuff, right? So okay, so I'm gonna quickly save this. All right, take it easy, Harmaning. Thank you so always for dropping by. Really appreciate it. Water and toilet break. All right, let's do it. All right, so now let's go in and let's start redefining where some of this. So first off, I need to clean up this area of the gem. So let's do that right now. I need to make this brush a lot harder because I need to. Now I find that I'm actually more accurate with the pen, or sorry, with the mice than I am with the pen. So I'm just gonna put the pen away for now. I'm just gonna go in. Wait, what's going on here? No. The axe head is what I need to. What's going on here? Why is this not working? Come on. But why did this work? That's what I don't get. I am so confused right now. Okay. So this isn't the most exciting part, obviously, but and I'm trying to think to make an ID mask for this in ZBrush. Some parts of it might be easy, but some parts of it might actually be kind of annoying to do. Now when I think about it. Let's see here. What do I got? Outside Lane, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate the support. Now, for those who are new to the channel, hold on, let me just kind of give you guys the rundown here. That's what I'm working on right now. I typically don't stream in the mornings, but I had a good talk with my wife the other day, and she said that it would be very helpful if I streamed earlier in the mornings instead of in the evenings to help her in case she needs some help putting my daughter to bed, because my daughter can have some fussy nights. And I was like, okay, fair. What is going on? Like, why is this paint? Yeah. And so I said, okay, cool, that's fine. So I had to change my schedule to start streaming in the mornings. And I told her, all right, I'm down to try that out. And so here I am. What that does mean is that I'm probably gonna lose a lot of my followers who typically would watch me in the evenings. Which obviously sucks, right? Like, but hey, my wife and my daughter kind of takes priority. And I think you guys all understand that. Outside Lane, did you also make the sword from the same concept artist? I saw it on Facebook the other day and I thought it might have been you. No. Which sword are you talking about, actually? Oh, yeah, she made a sword, right? She drew she drew a sword, which was from her same Fisherman's series, I think she was calling it. Yeah, I always butcher her name. Elodie. She is such a good artist, and I'm so happy that she let me use her concept. Now, in the future, I don't know how long I'll be doing kind of like concepts from other artists' work. Much longer. I think this might be my last one, we'll see. And the reason being is I wanted to start doing like sub giveaways, right? And for my subscribers, and most of the time a lot of these artists, they don't like, this stuff needs to be non-monetized, and they'll be okay with you using it for, as long as it's not monetized, they're happy to let you use it. So, but if I'm going to be giving it away as a giveaway for subscribers, then again, it's for monetized. That's monetizing, in my opinion. I mean, obviously other people might not think so, but to me that is monetizing. So if I want to start doing that, I need to start doing more photorealistic stuff, or coming up with my own concepts. So we'll see how it goes. Coming up with your own concepts is really fun. It's just, again, it takes up time, right? Because I might end up taking up like 2 streaming days just to come up with a concept 3D modeling and stuff like that, and I don't know how interested people are in that. Yeah, sure, yeah. Send it over to me and I'll take a look at it later. I typically don't look at stuff links on stream unless like it really is like something that what I normally do is I let people know to send things over on the Discord channel so that everyone in the community kind of gets an opportunity to take a look at it. But today's a different day. Today potentially could be the last stream until I go on my vacation. Cause I don't know if I'll have enough energy to do one more stream. Yesterday at work I was dying. I was dying at work. Oh no, did I forget to... I forgot to put symmetry on. I'm an idiot. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. I forgot to put symmetry on. Oh my god. How did I forget to put symmetry on? Let's check this out. How did I... Oh, cool. Whoa. Wait a minute. This is from the same artist. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Elodie Milani. Yeah. So same concept artist, same design. Right? Okay. Cool. Good on him. Yeah, he did a great job. So that's funny because that means that he's doing this and I am doing the axe. That is pretty funny. Right? So this is her. So this is the axe that I'm doing. That is so cool. Yeah, I mean, like when you have a really good concept, right? Like that's what's gonna happen is people are gonna want to create it, right? Like I would love to message her and be like, hey, can I make this as my little environment? Because god, that's so cool, you know what I mean? Like, and it saves me tons of time to come up with that concept. But again, if I want to start doing subscriber giveaways, I need to start coming up with my own concepts. That design just got stuck in my head. Yeah, it's an amazing design, dude. Like it's so unique, right? So I totally get it. I need to turn symmetry on. Now let's turn symmetry on the Z-axis. Oh my god, dude. I forgot to put symmetry on. I'm such a dumb. Now I gotta redo that whole tedious part in the back again. Oh well, part of the learning process, right? Let's see, is this actually doing it back there? Yep, okay. That's cool. Okay, what is this song? It just sounds like static. Next. So already I'm thinking this stream's a bigger success than yesterday's. Yesterday's was just a huge fail with all the baking issues that I ran into. So this has been a lot more successful already. Obviously, creating an ID mask would have been ideal. Now I know. For the future. Would have been a lot easier. but that's cool. And then maybe in the future, if I make my own concepts, people might message me, right? People might be like, yo, dude, this is so cool. But that also means that I need to learn how to draw. And I'll be honest with you guys, when it comes to illustrating, I am terrible at illustrating right now. Part of me has always been like, dude, you need to get back into drawing to keep up your skills and stuff and to keep improving as an artist, but there's just so much to learn in the 3D field right now. And on vacation, I bought a few books, so I want to catch up on some reading because I haven't read in a while as well. Maybe that'll help me improve some of my vocabulary, because I still feel like I have like kindergarten English vocabulary. So yeah, so I noticed that this isn't perfectly symmetrical. So I'm gonna have to go into the back there, and I'm gonna have to clean that up. Now, to be fair, I probably could have made it like just overlapping UVs, but then again, if it's not the same, it's because it's not the same. It looks exactly the same, but it's not. Some differences in the back side versus the front side. How's everybody doing? So how did you find me outside lane? I don't even know if you're still in here anymore. You might be gone. Alright, then we're gonna go back into the back. We're gonna clean that up because in the back here it looks... Oh shoot, I should probably turn off. I should turn this off. Let's spin this around here. Then let's turn this on. Oops. See, that's what's throwing me off right now, is how I'm trying to paint. Like, why? Why are you doing this to me? Okay, cool. Now I gotta go and erase all this. Okay, you know what? I'm feeling some rhymes. Feeling some rhymes today. Nope, actually, I'm not. Nope, I'm not. Let's go something a little bit more serene. How about that? There. Feeling this a little bit more today. It's crazy the difference it makes for the time of day. Then again, it's almost as if I'm starting my stream all over again. Like I'm starting from scratch. Because my audience is going to be completely different time zones. So it'll be interesting. I wonder, do these Twitch playlists get updated? I wonder. With like new songs, when new songs comes out. I wonder. Because I'll be honest with you guys, like a lot of this, like the music is just noise to me at this point, right? Like I don't actually know the music. I actually don't know the songs at all. I just have it as filler music in the background so that it covers for the dead air while I'm focusing on the art, unless someone's chatting. Alright. Time to go into the nitty gritty here. Cool. Save this. Okay, so now the next thing is the leather. I gotta go in and paint out the leather. Okay, so let's do that. So handle, what do I call this? So this is the wood base, right? If I go another fill here, let's go add black mass. This is leather. This might be... This might be better if I put it into a separate folder, to be honest. Add black mass. Copy mass. Paste this into here. Put the leather base into here. Leather handle. What am I drawing on? No. There we go. Trying to look at the reference there. Yeah, the rope probably goes all the way to the top. This axe is in the way. Oh my god. Let's scroll out. So I think the rope is a little bit too, like it meshes a little bit too much to the color palette that's already there. So I think I'm gonna play around with some liberties, take some liberties on the rope color, because right now it looks almost like it's part of the octopus or something, and it shouldn't be. I don't know how Eric can always talk while he's streaming. Like, that's just amazing to me. Like, that amazes me that he can constantly be saying something to fill dead air, because even for me right now, I'm just like, whatever. I'm just gonna keep working on my stuff, and if there's chatter, then I'll chat. But if not, I'm just gonna focus on my art. Guess that kind of sucks for people who kind of turn me on, and they want it more of like a podcast, right? Like some of my other viewers were saying, how this is kind of like a podcast for them. They kind of just turn me on, and then they kind of leave me in the background. Curious to see. Again, just blocking in some of these shapes here. Whoa, I completely missed one whole rope layer here. These might need to get redone, because that looks not ideal. But we'll figure that out. Man, these early mornings are killer. I just gotta get into routine, I think. Yesterday, by the end of the day, I was so tired. Ooh, I just realized that the gem at the bottom there too. Okay. How's it going there, Antari TV? How's it going, man? Did you stream today? Alright. Alright, so all my ID masks should be pretty good. You will a bit later? Cool, dude. What are you streaming today? Okay, so I'm gonna take some liberties with this rope. I think this rope is a little... Hold on, did I save? Just make sure I save here. So this rope right now is a little bit like that color. So we're gonna bump this saturation up a bit. Let's go to like more of like an orange. Something like that I think might be a little bit nicer. Just kind of break it up a little bit more. It might be a little bit too much. Let me just bring this. So like that maybe. There we go. Okay, and then oh I forgot, I still need to make the. Still gotta paint. I thought I was done, but I'm not. Where's the axe head? I want to finish the rock part to start learning some new techniques. Nice, dude. Yeah, that's something that I've learned as well, even on this project. It's like I should have learned how to make ID mask in ZBrush. That would have been really, really helpful. So now I'm gonna have to learn that on the next project. I know Mike Pavlovich has a really good tutorial on creating ID mask in ZBrush. So now I need to go back and watch that tutorial and practice it on this asset off stream or something. Nine out of 15 rocks so far. Damn, dude. Nice. 9 out of 15 rocks. Oh man, I haven't had to make that many rocks in a long time. Remind me, are you in the industry right now? Or are you still learning? What is this spooky song? Not that I get spooked, it's just definitely not feeling this right now. Not feeling the song right now, I'm sorry. I'm getting a little eye twitch. Oh, my eye twitch is killing me. It's from just lack of sleep from yesterday. I had pretty good sleep the past couple days. I'm learning at the moment. I volunteered to make some 3D props for an indie game to practice actually work on something. Awesome, dude. There we go, man. Getting any type of experience is good experience. Hopefully they're gonna start paying you if they like your work. Let's see here. So there is a little bit of an emissive that's going on. Okay. So let's get to some detail stuff, right? Let's get into some detail stuff. Alright, so let's focus a little bit on how are we gonna do this? Some really cool stuff here, but I gotta figure out how I want to do it. See what kind of brushes we want. Okay. Okay, so let's see how... So let's start with the axe head, because that's the biggest thing. So let's start with the axe head. Let's put in some... Let's add in some... like edgeware. And we're gonna see how this is gonna look. So obviously we're gonna add that, add black mask, and this is not gonna be this color for sure. So we got, this is the main color, so we're gonna need to brighten this up a little bit more, like that. Let's put in some generators here. Smart mask. Let's go with no. No. Right, that looks pretty cool. And then what we'll do is we'll go in and we'll hand paint and remove stuff that we feel is a little bit too much. So right now the sizing... Oh, what am I doing? What did I just do? Edit and redo. Making props like concepts that have an actual purpose feels much better than just making random personal stuff. This can and is bound to be quite stressful at times, but I like to experience it so far. Good job, dude. That's really cool. Good on you for like going out there, putting yourself out there and getting these opportunities, right? Let's go, and now add black mask, and then let's do a let's go stains maybe, right? And then let's pick the color here. So this is what the color was before, right? So now we're gonna go a little bit darker, maybe a little bit more saturated as well. And then what we'll do is we'll go let's go So that was... Which one was this one? That was Dust Soft, I think? Let's go soft damage. Try soft damaged. I wish it actually told you what it is. You know what I mean? Like right now, this doesn't tell me anything. This just tells me mass editor. It doesn't tell me that's actually... Ugh. See, that's way too much. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna go in, and I'm actually gonna paint some of that out. Not a fan of this. I think it's the color. The color is what's throwing it off. Darn it. I don't think you can. I'm trying to, but it's not working. But it's okay. It's okay. It's not that big of a deal. It's just would be handy. Yeah, I really like this. This is definitely not doing what I want it to look like. Like it's taking away from the other one. So, nope. I'm gonna remove that. Ugh, that's way too strong. So let's see if we can tone this down a bit. Just adding in just a little bit I think is just fine. As long as it doesn't take away from the other. Like that actually doesn't look that bad. That's too much. Subtle. Just subtle is fine. Kind of give it a little bit of that contrast, right? That's what I'm going for. And then obviously I can go in and I can paint all these again. Touch it up a little bit afterwards if I don't like it. Okay, so if I don't like that, let's try another one. Let's try soft damage. Did I already try soft damage? Yeah, I think I did try soft damage already. Didn't like the result that I was getting. So let's not do that. The soft is not too bad. Okay, so let's go. Okay, so let's leave that for now. Let's start focusing a little bit on the little tooth, the teeth. Right away, I want some edge wear on this thing. Add black mask. That's subtle? I don't, okay, hold on. That to me is definitely not subtle. Where is... let's go edge damage. That's edge damage. Nope, definitely not what I'm looking for. Edge rust, no. Okay, well first off, let's find a nicer color. Right. Okay, let's take this. Hold on, let's take this, bring this. Okay, so this needs to be like almost like a highlight. Okay, let's close this. Let's go edge dusty. Okay, I don't like any of those. Let's go. There's always so much tweaking when it comes to this kind of stuff, right? Let's go edge damage. Okay, so that's quite harsh. I just want to use the curvature map as much as I can here, but okay, so let's see here. So global blur. See, so now it's too white. So let's go back to this, and let's change this back so it's not. So something like that, maybe. Okay. Just quickly save this before we lose anything. Okay, it's another gems. That's the next big thing that I'm noticing when I look at this, right? So let's take a look at this. Probably gonna go for another. Thanks, man. You've made some very good progress. The axe looks lovely so far. Thank you so much, buddy. Thank you. Alright, the gem. Let's look at the gem. Let's get some highlights up in here. Let's get some highlights up in here. Add black. So let's go with well, that really helped. That was pretty good. Let's go edge strong. Don't like to sharpen. This strong might be too much. Huh. I still like the fabric. Yeah, this one still does a pretty decent job. Really like that. That might actually be better for this top part as well, actually. Fabric edges. Yeah, that's definitely a lot better than what. Yeah, okay. What I can do with this one too is I can just bring this down a little bit. Nope, that's a little bit too much. Let's go a little bit of blur maybe. Could probably blur this a little bit, like maybe 0.5 or 0.1, 0.25. Just blur it out a little bit. And then even for this one, I feel like even this is a little bit too much. I have to tweak this a little bit. How's it going, Casual Kev? By the way, Johnny M made a model based on the Fisherman sword concept. Yep. Yeah, I saw it. Wow, man, this is getting really popular. The sword. Yeah, that's you're the second person to come in here today to mention that. Johnny M. I don't really know who Johnny M is. But yeah, I guess he must be a pretty popular artist as well. But yeah, someone else also came in here and mentioned this. But yeah, it's cool. It's cool that Elodie is getting a lot of recognition for her awesome concept art. Again, I'm gonna have to go back and clean that mess over there. But yeah. Wow, front page. Well, I'll be lucky if I even get it to front page on ArtStation. I highly doubt I will. But so that's stains. Let's go with like a dirt, like a soft dirt, not cavity rust. Cavity rust is a little bit too much. Not concrete. Go for dust soft. .5 is fine. You don't want it. You want it to be nice and subtle. I really think I need to go back and redo some of this right here. Like, this is really bad. So I might have to do that off stream. But yeah, I'm not happy with some of the decimation stuff that went on. So that workflow for me might not work. So I'm gonna make notes of this actually. I need to just because that's not turning out the way that I wanted to, right? Like this is looking pretty good, right? But then you get all these bad edges and then it's just not jiving with me. Like at a distance looks great, but if I'm gonna be taking shots like this close, no good, no good. Okay, so we got that going. Let's get some more. Okay, so the gems first pass looks decent. Let's look at the octopus skin. Let's get highlights. Black mask. Really like this fabric edge. Yeah, fabric edge does a pretty decent job at quickly getting me the result that I want. It is a little bit powerful, so I'm gonna have to be smart with putting like a little bit of a blur to it. I think would be smart. See the difference. So that's that. Let's go 0.2. Just putting a slight blur to it, I think, makes it a little bit more stylized. And then what I'll do is I'll do the same thing with the cavity or shadows. Move that. That's the base, so this needs to be even darker. Just go something like that. Let's put this even darker. Edge strong is a little bit too much. Edge uber. I want something that's gonna get right into occlusion. Occlusion strong might be good. Let's try soft dirt. No, soft dirt doesn't do it. Let's go. I mean, you're not really active on the ArtStation, but you still have all chances. It's all about networking. ArtStation staff have to actually see something to pick this something for the staff pick section after all. I see. Love the stylized texture. Thank you so much, dude. Really appreciate that. Okay, so this occlusion thing is a little bit strong. So what I have to do is I have to global blur this. Let's go 0.3. 0.3 might be too strong. Let's go 0.2. 0.2 might be better. Again, I can always go back and repaint this, right? And paint it the way that I want it. So I just cranked that back a little bit. That really helped out, I thought. Like if I go back, I just crank this back. Something that's a little bit more palatable. It just adds that little layer. So I like how this looks on here. I don't like how it looks like on here, but I can easily just add in go in and just paint that out later on. As a first pass, not too bad. We'll leave it as is for now. Oh my god, I gotta stretch out. Yeah, I mean, I wish I was a little bit more active on ArtStation. My ArtStation is definitely not, and especially if I don't have a pro account too. I think pro accounts, your stuff shows up a little bit more. I think I could be completely wrong with that, but you know, hopefully with the ArtStation challenge, because that's the goal here. My goal is to finish this before the ArtStation challenge phase 2. Because once phase 2 happens, then I really want to join it and then start working on the ArtStation challenge on my stream, and I hope that that really picks up my stream as well. I think that it might not, who knows. And then I really need to what else do I need to do? I need to start thinking about the sub perks and sub giveaways. For example, if this was my own concept, my original concept, it would have been easier for me to just give this out as a giveaway for my subs. But because this is not my concept, this is me and the concept artist had agreed that I would not be giving this out as because that would be monetizing it. So okay, so let's bring this up. Just get some highlights. Go black mask, fabric edges. There we go. Fabric edges. Holy cow. Fabric edges. Really good for stylized. Like really good. Okay, so right now that doesn't even look that bad, you know what I mean? Like if I put this at 0.1, doesn't do too much. 0.2, you can start to see a blur. So 0.1 seems to kind of be the sweet spot. If I put this to 0, it's a little bit sharper. So I think 0.1 is probably where I want it at. Like, look at that. That looks so cool. Just that little highlight. Really useful. Really useful. Okay, so that's really good. Now let's do the same thing. Let's just add a little bit more color. So we have this. Let's add a little bit more darkness to it. Okay, so let's see here. So that should be like, I need to find a good, like Dust Soft has been pretty decent of giving like that extra no. Occlusion soft. So that's what I gotta do. Ooh, that really changed things up. The ambient occlusion. Okay, that's pretty good. I like that. Okay, so that's some pretty good settings there. Okay, so what's this one? So this is shadows. This was occlusion soft. Lots of experimentation here for stylized, and it's learning a lot about it. I'm already more happy with everything that I've done the past 10 minutes than I was the first hour of trying to get all this to work. So I'm going to go back, I'm going to change all that as well. Yeah, been using ArtStation myself more. Great place to share 3D on, to 3D on. Yep, dude, totally. I agree. Okay, so let's see here. Where is this octopus thing? Because this octopus thing, I'm about to wrap up here. I just wanted to kind of put a first pass on this. What kind of environment lighting are you using? Right now I'm just using whatever the default is. I don't even know what the environment is right now, to be honest with you. Where is that? Viewport? I don't even know how to check that right now. Where is that? Is this the environment settings? Shaders, display settings. Here it is, display settings. Panorama. Yeah, I'm just using panorama. I'm not even using anything special. What is panorama? Oh, panorama, just the default. Nothing too fancy. I will be throwing this into Marmoset. At least that's what I'm thinking. Throwing it into Marmoset. Just because I know how to render in there a little bit more. I mean, yeah, Marmoset would be nice. Just because I can set cameras and stuff like that. I don't know. Like, to be honest with you, I don't really know. Yeah, it'd be so much easier to just throwing it to Marmoset. I was gonna say, I was like, why don't I just, if I can learn how to render nicely in Substance Painter, then I don't even need to worry about another software. But in my head, I'm like, wait a minute. I don't think you can have like 5 different cameras in Substance Painter the way that you do in like Marmoset. So, and Marmoset is so easy to use, so it's like, why do that? Okay, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. Shadows. So this one. So this was not looking good. So what I can do is I can change the ambient occlusion on this. And I can just crank up the curvature. It's always a balance. Okay, cool. Alright, one last one and then I'm gonna call it a day. It's the leather. Crank this up a little bit. Just got our little edge highlights there. Yeah, this thing, right? But again, like, what I love about Marmoset is I can have set cameras, right? I can have a set camera here, and then I can change my depth of field and do all these awesome stuff. Like making sure that maybe if I want the focus to be on this, like I can have that really focused and everything kind of blurred out and stuff like that. Really, really handy. I mean, yeah, I know I can just press render here, but like I can do all this really cool stuff as well. I can, you know, change depth of field and all this stuff here. But then now, if I want to switch to another camera that now is looking like maybe from this view or something, and I want like to focus on something else, I'm going to have a totally different depth of field and totally different. So it's honestly, if I didn't have Marmoset Toolbag, I would totally render in here 100%, just because it's so easy, right? Just press a button, done. And I think what's really cool about, hold on, let me just quickly save this before I go into a tangent. What's really cool about this is if I, for example, if I want to render this, I forgot what the hotkey is. Now, can I change the, where is the, so I want to blur out the environment. How do I do that? It's been a really long time since I've done this. Normally I can just blur out the environment here. I don't know why I can't do that. Clear color. Yeah, I don't know where that is. Clear environment. I don't know where clear environment is. Or environment blur. You can use environment blur or just click and click. Yeah, I don't have that option here for some reason. Yeah, for some reason I don't have that option, which is really odd. Clear color, clear color. Oh, here we go. Oh, cool. Okay. Huh, that's interesting that I can't blur the environment. That's, I wish that was a little bit more useful. But I think that if I have some notes here on rendering in Substance Painter. Substance Painter, I think it's like, I think it's like Alt, or there's a button that forces the what is it? Depth of field, Substance Painter. Where is it? Control middle mouse click. So if I control middle mouse click, I can control the depth of field. Yeah, to see how it's changing the focus distance right now? So I can do something cool like that. But it's not really... So I can change the aperture, right? So that now it can kind of do that, which is kind of neat, right? Obviously this is way too much, obviously. So yeah, so if I didn't have Marmoset, I would completely play around with this and I would have tons and tons of fun. But because I have Marmoset, it's just so much easier to just use that versus use this. You have to use actual camera settings to blur the background in the iRay viewport. Yeah. So it's really cool. Like, don't get me wrong, Substance Painter like gone really far. I've come a long way, sorry, in like getting this done or getting their rendering really good. But again, it's not as robust as Marmoset Toolbag. So it's just, for me, it's so much easier just to export it out. and then render it in Marmoset. And then that way in Marmoset, there's the Marmoset viewer, so people can actually look at this in 3D on my ArtStation as well. So they can actually like rotate it and look around and look at the wireframe and stuff like that. I don't think Substance Painter does that. I don't think there's such a thing called Substance Viewer or anything, or Substance Painter Viewer, or whatever they want to call it in the future. That's why you notice everyone who does really cool Substance Designer stuff, they always render it in Marmoset. You have to actually get it in the background because background is an actual sphere around your object in Iray. Cool. Good to know. Alright, that's my alarm. This is the time that I normally wake up. I was supposed to do one more thing. Hold on. Let me just add one more shadow here before I sign out. What did I use? I used Occlusion Soft. And then I need to make this a little bit darker. This is for the leather, I believe, right? This is for the leather. Yeah, this is for the leather. So this is for the shadow. I should probably put this at the top. Probably put this, there we go. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to... That actually doesn't look that bad already, to be honest, but it just kind of helps with the shadows there. And then let's just... Actually, that looks pretty good already, just by itself there. Super subtle, but there you go. There you have it. I'm gonna save this. But yeah, first off, I just want to say thank you to everybody that came to watch me today. I know it's really weird that I'm streaming in the mornings. It's not my typical time, but regardless, thank you so much for coming in and hanging out with me. Really appreciate it. This potentially could be my last stream of until I get back from vacation. So I'm really sorry for that. Hopefully you guys don't miss me too much. There's tons and tons of people who are streaming, so I'm sure you guys won't miss me too much. But yeah, but thank you all so much for coming out and hanging out with me. Let me say thank you to Outside Lane for the follow, yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys again tomorrow if I'm not too tired. If I am tired, I'm sorry. I'll see you guys again next time. Peace out, everybody.